Hey, Tubies! This is Psychic Bob. I tell you, I love being here with you guys. It makes my day. Well, it's Sunday evening, and Psychic Bob's had kind of a full day, so I'm just getting out a video now. I know it's late, but hey, Psychic Bob did not forget you, and I promised you I'm committed to a video every day. So you get Psychic Bob videos 7 days a week. Not many YouTube channels can boast that, okay? So hope you guys are enjoying it. From the letters, it sounds like you are. And we've been getting so many new subscribers the last week. I want to say thank you to all you new people. I don't have my list here. I'm going to start giving shout outs to the new subs because you guys have been wonderful. So thank you. And I want to thank all the old subs, all of you who've been with me all these years. So thanks for being part of Spirit Channel. You guys rock. Well, today we're talking about an amazing subject. And, you know, as you guys know, I'm a real big believer in the aliens. And we've had an ongoing discussion about ascension spirituality. And that actually ties in with a lot of alien technology, alien philosophy, UFO teachings. And today I want to come back and show you an amazing tool that I think will be helpful to all of you. Before we get into that, I want to talk about a certain race of aliens. And why I'm talking about this, I'll explain soon. But I did a previous video on the Arcturians. I'll put the link below in the information box for that. If you haven't seen that, check that out. That gives more detail. I'm not going to go into all the history of the Arcturians here. But I wanted to kind of touch in again on this race because I really believe from a spiritual place that of all the alien races, the Arcturians are one of the ones who are most closely connected to the Earth right now. And they are the most closely connected with the spiritual ascension process. And what got me remembering that was they are actually discussed in this book, Ascension Magic. It's by Christopher Penczak. It's kind of going to be our textbook for the Ascension series here. So if you, want to kind of study more and follow along with my videos in a little greater in-depth way, you might want to pick up a copy of this. So this is kind of our textbook for the Ascension series. Okay. Now you don't have to buy it, but I'm just saying you might want to consider it. I think you'll like it. But I wanted to read to you a little bit about the Arcturians because it very much ties in with something amazing that I've discovered and I want to talk about with you today. Okay. And this is taken from the chapter 11, The Starry Ones. And they have a section on the Arcturians, and I wanted just to read it to you here real quickly, okay? So, the Arcturians. Arcturus is home to an advanced fifth-dimensional civilization. Those Arcturians who are involved in Earth affairs are interested in our emotional, spiritual, and mental healing. They are said to have many technologies that are available to us if we contact them spiritually and request such aid, including protection shields, an electronic plate in the third eye to aid spiritual and psychic development, an information exchange chamber, a synthesis chamber to build our light quotient, a love and joy chamber, a future chakra system, and a pranic clearing device to clear the physical and energy bodies of debris. Arcturus is said to be the ideal model of the civilization into which humanity is evolving. And you know, I have to echo this because many of you have been writing to me and saying, Psychic Bob, I feel a connection to the Arcturians. I feel like they're channeling through me. I feel like they're around me. When I go out at night, I look at the sky. I feel their ships near me. I feel their presences. And the truth of the matter is that the Arcturians really are very much interacting with the Earth now. It's interesting here. They talk about them being as an advanced fifth dimensional civilization. And what that means is that goes back to our previous video from last week where I said that I did a video on the ultra-terrestrials. And the ultra-terrestrials are civilizations of beings who have transcended normal physical reality. If you haven't seen that, I'll put the link below. Go check that out as well. But the Arcturians are an example of ultra-terrestrials, and they inhabit the fifth dimension. Means it's beyond the third dimension, the fourth dimension, the fifth. It's a higher vibrational state. The Arcturians, as many of you have been writing me, are saying, Psyche Bob, are they really contacting me? I really swear they are. Well, I tell you, they are, and they have been contacting me as well. And many of you said, Bob, how do I get in touch with them? What do I use? What techniques? What tools? Well, I happen to, strange as this may sound, accidentally, or maybe it wasn't accidental, maybe it was meant to be, but I've uncovered a new secret device that I've come to share with you today. And I think this will be very revolutionary in all of your lives. And I want to show it to you. So I'm going to show you an item that I found that is very powerful. Some of you may recognize this. This is a pyramid. But it's not just any little pyramid. It's made of a gemstone called blue goldstone. It's a synthetic gemstone, but it has a very high vibration. And if you look closely at it, I don't know if you can see it here on the camera. See how it sparkles? It looks like you're looking into outer space when you look into the pyramid. This one is solid goldstone, blue. It's called blue goldstone. They have two types of goldstone. They have red goldstone and blue goldstone. The blue is the one that I would recommend. But what's interesting is I have found now that I am able to use this pyramid as a portal to connect to the Arcturians. I think we've got two things going on here. One is that the shape, the pyramid, is naturally known to be a doorway. And if we combine the vibration of the blue goldstone, it allows us, in a sense, to look into the universe. Blue goldstone is literally like looking into space. And I found that when I do deep meditation, I literally can go into this and it opens a dimensional portal that allows me to connect to the Arcturians. Now, some of you say, oh, Psyche Bob, you're going crazy. Well, you know, you can say what you want, but it's working for me. And I'm getting real connections. And soon I'll be releasing some of my messages from the Arcturians. But I wanted to bring this to you to show this to you because I think for many of you, this could be a very valuable tool. These were not expensive. I think I paid like $6 or $7 on eBay for this goldstone pyramid. They weren't advertising it as a dimensional portal tool. They just said blue goldstone pyramid. But when I bought it, I felt very drawn. Like there was some reason. Now at the time I didn't know, but I just knew I'd better buy this. It was almost like I was being led to it. And when I got it, and it arrived, and I opened up, I put it on my meditation altar. And as I looked into it, I really went into that star field. And something happened. I started to receive messages from over there. And I can tell you it was the Arcturians that identified themselves directly to me. So I call this now my Arcturian Portal. This is how I connect to the Arcturians. So for those of you who are saying, Bob, how do I connect to the Arcturians? See if you can get a blue goldstone pyramid. You can look on eBay, Amazon. They're around a few places. And if you can get one of these, I would recommend it. I think it's going to be an amazing tool. And, I just encourage you to explore it. It's worked wonders for me. And I'd never heard of it being used as a portal. This is not something anybody taught me. It was just something that I discovered on my own through, experimentation. Anyways, I'm curious. Maybe I'm not the only one who's done this. Have you ever had a trans-dimensional experience with a blue goldstone pyramid or even any blue goldstone item? I'm very curious because it really is opening dimensional portals for me. And I am connecting to the Arcturians. So I can tell you it's powerful. So this is going to get a very sacred, reverenced place on my altar. In fact, I'm buying a special stand just to keep it on because it's so powerful and so sacred. Anyways, I wanted to bring that to you today because so many of you, as I said, have been asking about the Arcturians. And as it says here, the Arcturians are easy to work with. They are trying to make connection with humanity. And it's believed that the Arcturians were very much a part of protecting the world from nuclear war back during the Cold War years, during the 50s through the 80s, and 1950s through the 1980s, when there was a real threat of nuclear war between the United States and the Soviet Union. There are many evidences of the Arcturians disabling missile silos and preventing war to start. The Arcturians want to work with us. And as it says here, they're creating star chambers, psychic development devices, pranic healing. They want to help those of us who want to ascend to ascend. So if you're saying, Psychic Bob, there's so many aliens, who do I talk to? I'm going to suggest the Arcturians because they've come through powerfully for me. And I think that first of all, they're a safe group to work with. And two, they've really come through. And there's so many evidences of them. And I found that the blue goldstone pyramid is opening portals for me. So I'm going to invite you to consider it. See if you can explore this. Let me know what you find. Anyways, guys, I won't keep you long tonight, but I just want to share that. It's an amazing truth. I'm going to have more about my channelings of the Arcturians soon. And as I'm able to release the messages, I will. I want to make sure I have their full approval before I go ahead and release what I've been receiving. But keep it here at Spirit Channel. I'm so glad you guys are here. Listen, hope you'll like this. Favorite, share it with your friends. If you haven't hit subscribe, hit that subscribe, be part of our channel. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, keep it here. Be back here tomorrow on Monday. We're going to have another awesome video, and make sure to be back here for it. I'll tell you about it then. Blessings to you all. Good night.